Epstein, Trump, and Occam's razor. Oh, you're not familiar with Occam's razor? It is basically it's a problem solving idea principle. And basically it says that the simplest explanation is usually the best one. It's a guideline. It's not a strict rule. Encourages choosing the explanation or solution with the fewest assumptions or entities. Okay. Why did I bring this up? Okay, first and foremost, okay, I hate this story. I hate this story with the heat of 1,000 white suns. Why? Unless I'm able to produce like an actual video, and I don't even think that will work. Okay, people have basically thrown down the gauntlet. They have put a line in the sand, and no matter what this one says or that one says or whatever is produced, whatever it may be, it doesn't matter. They are sticking with what they believe. And that's infantile. I mean, to watch, the questions being thrown at Republic was one Republican. I don't even want to look at that letter. I mean, it's kind of pathetic. Can we agree on this? Maybe we'll start off with this. Let's see if we can agree on something. All right. If Bill Clinton abused girls on Epstein Island or with Jeffrey Epstein at his house in Palm Beach on his airplane, whatever it may be, he should go to prison. Correct? I think we can all agree on that, right? Well, if Donald Trump abused young girls in the same manner in any of those locations with Epstein, he too should go to prison. Can we agree on that? Because if we can't agree on that, you might as well. I mean, go watch something else. Go watch some MAGA podcaster or something like that. We have to agree that, you know what? He did it. He did it. Now, I'm not saying that either of them did. Put that aside before you get your underwear in a bunch. Okay? So this birthday book has come out. I went through it. Oh yeah, they're not showing everything. You got to look for it online. It's pretty vile. Honestly, you watch this. If you're not fully convinced that there's not some sort of like demonic, pedo thing going on with elites here in this country, there's something wrong. I mean, I've never seen stuff. I mean, pictures of Epstein drawn with crayons, giving little balloons and lollipops to young girls, and then giving him massages, people drawing this stuff to him in this celebration of his birthday. Let me ask you a question. Have you ever hung out with a person like that in your entire life? Would you want to even be around someone like that? And they joke around like it's no big deal. Again, hard for me to get my arms around. Again, I don't know if I mentioned this before here on the program. They said it was a bit of a conspiracy theory, but I saw interviews with people that worked on the film Eyes Wide Shut, Stanley Kubrick's last film. Hell, he just so happened to die weeks before the thing was released. They changed the movie. Yeah. Other people working on the movie said it was about pedophilia rings with the elites. But Hollywood couldn't have that out, and they changed it. Anyway, neither here nor there. Everyone out there, okay, I want you to think about it. Everyone out there that is saying, "Oh, what's Trump? They forged it. It's not real. Letter's not real. Trump said it's not real. There's no anything about it. He doesn't draw. He doesn't do." He's getting caught in a lot of BS and lies and things that he's saying right now. And again, I would just wish he would just shut up. So that this birthday book came out, almost over 30 years ago? So someone must have known Some Democrat must have known back then. Did they have they have a 1980s DeLorean flux capacitor to stick that letter in there, knowing that Donald Trump was going to be president 25, 30 years down the road and they could go get him? Does that make any sense? Or that the deep state got a hold of the book and put his letter in there just to frame him? Listen, I believe, and again, this is what I don't understand. Okay, this Trump's getting really, really freaking bad advice. He really is. There was that scene in the movie. It was a Tom Clancy book. They turned into a movie. Oh, geez, it'll come to me in a second. Well, anyway, the president of the United States. Clear and present danger. That's the name of it. President of the United States finds out that, his best friend was doing a lot of business with the drug cartels. And he was murdered. His entire family was murdered. And all of his advisors were telling him to distance yourself from this guy. You need to distance yourself. You need to get away. And then Jack Ryan, played by Harrison Ford, is kind of an actual Boy Scout as far as government is concerned. He kind of goes, And the president looks at him. He's like, you got something to say? And he makes this statement. He says, why try to defuse a bomb that's already gone off? He said, do the opposite. He said, go out there. They ask you if they're friends. Say, no, we were best friends. They asked you for how long. He said, we were lifelong friends. End of story. Got nowhere to go. Trump could come out and say, yeah, I was buddies with the guy. I knew him. We were in the same circles. He was a rich guy. I was a rich guy. We knew all these same people, for crying out loud. Yeah. So they asked me to write. I wrote a letter. Why are you denying this entire? Because it sounds ridiculous. It really does. I find it hard to believe that you didn't do it. Now, again, you kicked him out of your club because you didn't like his conduct. Okay. Something's involved with this story that we don't know about. Again, have to do with the CIA, people throwing out Epstein being an agent for the Mossad. I don't know. Trump, I don't believe Trump went after little girls. I don't believe that. Do I believe that he's made plenty of maybe some poor choices and some of the people that he's hung out with over the years? Yeah, it's happened. I mean, I can totally see that. I get that. Might it be embarrassing to him and maybe some of the other people involved? Yeah. Yeah. Is he, trying to cover this up? The Republican Party trying to cover this up? Again, I think it's both parties, quite frankly. I'm going to be honest with you. Again, this is how Washington works. You're watching a television show, right? You're watching a television show. You're seeing how all the Democrats voted to release all of this information, and almost none of the Republicans did, outside of the Thomas Masseys and of the world, Nancy Mace, whatnot. They know what the outcome is going to be. It's not going to go through. So the Republicans are going to have to take a hit on this because, they're the party in power. Democrats, they know that the information's not going to get hit. So their people are not going to get hit. The Bill Clintons of the world and the other left wingers that went to the island as well. Okay. Uniparty. What you're watching, some of this crap that goes on TV, you need to understand that it's just a show. But it's getting to the point where it's outright embarrassing. This hoax. It's a hoax. The Epstein hoax. So, Kellen Levett was asked about, you said the Epstein documents are a hoax. So what is the theory since these documents came from the Epstein estate? And she said, I didn't say the documents are a hoax. I said the entire narrative surrounding Jeffrey Epstein right now is a hoax. It's that it's being perpetrated by the Democrats to go after Trump. Come on, man. I mean, you sound absolutely ridiculous. Again, you want your skin to crawl. You can go online. You can take a look at the contents of this birthday book that they put out. And again, we live without a doubt in a pretty depraved world. WatchDog on Wall Street.com.